Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, all the viewers of this session, Senior Intermediate Tips. The students who are going to attempt second year examinations, English, better follow some tips here which are necessary for you to gain more marks. Always think of one thing, that is a presentation of your work. It should be immaculate presentation. What do we mean to say? The precious thing which you mention for you to gain marks, it is important. For that, you need to work while answering the questions. Next, you have got to write all long answers. All the long answers start with fresh page. Don't write at the end of the pages. If you complete one page, if you have 3 or 4 lines, you better avoid it. Go for next one. Don't write there. And while writing the paragraph questions or annotations, anything, don't use the vocabulary, fancy vocabulary. It means I, who, ye, lee. Don't write like that. Mention very clear sentences. Nowadays, some students are writing SMS language also. How are you? Are, they write it. You also, you write only you. Especially in English, they observe spelling mistakes. For that reason, you better mention the clear sentences, clear words. Next, while writing the sentences, fundamental grammar is necessary. Concentrate on it, my dear students. After writing the sentence, whether it is relevant or whether it is correct or not, recheck them. Many students are making mistakes of writing direct and indirect speech sentences while answering this. So while writing it, you better change it to indirect speech. And if at all, if you want to mention direct speech, you have to write inverted commas. Maintain it. And then handwriting should be same. Don't write as you like. In one part of the sentence, one, in another one, another type of model font like that. Don't write. Write, maintain neat, uniform handwriting. And now you have to understand the central theme of the poetry and prose lessons. For that, you read it once, even textbook, for you to answer the questions. Even though you read it all these years, now also, especially for the non-detailed story, second year students, you better read the story once again before going for the examinations. So where you need to understand the characters and their relationship and the name of the places and the relationship of those characters. While writing it, that should be observed by the examiners, because they see, if you are writing, for example, caves incident, so you should write the name of the cave clearly. Who are they? What had happened? These things should be written as per the context. So you maintain that one. Next, you must understand, you have got long answer questions this year. You are not given any 1 mark question, 2 mark, all or 5 marks in section C. So you need to use your time thoroughly and then wisely. Here what means, for example, while answering your curriculum vitae or resume, you need to use 4 pages and covering letter is also there. So at the end of your lesson, you write it. Better attempt this resume question at the end of your paper, I mean last pages. And then pay attention to your organized presentation systematically, as I explained you. Remember, you should always maintain your discipline while writing the examinations and while answering the questions. Irregular handwriting, and then rewriting something, overwriting, and underlining things which are not necessary. Don't make it fast. Make it very neat document while submitting your answer sheet. So, my dear students, for senior inter students, I would like to give you some information about the examination system. In section A, you got 40 marks, as you know very well. For annotations, 2 from prose, 2 from poetry. So better attempt all 4. Don't miss anything. And another thing, paragraph questions also you should mention about the author. In annotations, you mention all 4 paragraphs as usual. Introduction, context, meaning, and then comment like that. You write paragraph wise. Then only you will begin 4 marks. While answering paragraph questions, don't mention these lines are taken from. That is something they feel it that you are writing annotation. It should be paragraph question answer. Better write about the other and connect that information with your answer. So while writing your paragraph questions, you maintain three in mind. Introduction should be there for the question, and main matter and conclusion should be there. Then for every answer, you should mention at the end of the sentence your conclusion, which will gain you more marks. And while answering your essay question, it's of 8 marks question, you better write more than 3 pages. 3 pages means in one page writing 4 sentences and writing gap is not that. You better write cleanly, neatly and systematically. All pages should be filled, and then in paragraph wise write down. Always one incident changed means you should change the paragraph. For example, Tom Sawyer's incident at home, in the graveyard, you change the program, I mean paragraph. There you will be given more marks. And another thing, while answering this paragraph and write about the author also. Essay question also you should have to write about the author and his incidents, main incidents. And at the end also conclusion should be there. Writing only story is not enough. Write your comment also wisely. That may acquire more marks. The impression will be there on the examiner. Now you have got your comprehension passages where you can get from your text one passage and non-detail story in one passage. So comprehension passage of non-detail is dangerous because some questions may be given from the previous sentences or opposed. There you have to answer wisely. I want you to study all the given comprehension passage thoroughly, both general and non-detail, where you can easily get 10 marks. Then you have got non-verbal items. It means bar diagram, pie diagrams, all the bookish diagrams would be given. So study now at home, and then questions and answers, practice them thoroughly. You can easily get 5 marks in both non-verbal and advertisements also. So be care of yourself. Don't blame anybody that it was not printed like that. They will be printed, but be care of yourself. And then in section C, while writing the letters, so whatever the letter you suggest, you select as yourself, you must understand whether it is formal or informal. Don't mix the format of things. You practice thoroughly both. And while answering this one, many students, most of the students are writing I want to come. The letter I is written in small letter, which is unnecessary for you. You should write in capital letter. And the examiner would mark them. How many I's are there without capital letters? You will be losing 1/4 mark. So there, be care of it. And then one thing you must understand, the same thing will be there in conversation also. In conversation, you are two characters, patient or doctor. Both are you. What can I do for you? I dagara, you should write capital letter. Don't write small letters. And questions should be very clear in conversations. Don't write indirect questions. If at all, if you are writing indirect questions, tell me what your name is. That is indirect question. If it is direct question, what is your name? Direct question. So which is selected, you write. Don't write in other ways. Okay? There you will be gaining more marks in conversation. And while answering your fill in the forms, where you get very easily 10 marks, but sometimes you may miss it also. Be care of yourself. There is a half mark, but attempt stepwise. You have got lot of pages. Write all the sentences systematically. 1, 2, 3, 4, 10 points you put it. You write the answers clearly. Okay, don't write one answer and second answer like that. You write a systematic way. And another thing you must understand about your describing process. While describing process, you should write the introduction and then write the main matter. Conclusion also should be there, but it should be in one paragraph. Don't write in 2 or 3 paragraphs. Describing a process in 8 lines, better write half of the page. But while writing it, don't forget to use your linker words. First, next, then, afterwards, at the end, finally, like that. These words should be used to conclude your process. And then, while answering your note making, which is easier for you to gain more 5 marks, the question answer is there, just you have to copy it down, but the format should be maintained. As you know very well, you should write the title and select 4 or 5 titles as per the given passage, and under every subtitle you mention systematic way the points. While writing the points, if the big words are there, make them into abbreviations. At the end of your answer, key to abbreviations, you mention it, or write the word administration. You might have written ADN. You same write an ADN and then administration. Like that, you show them whatever you changed it into abbreviations. But copy it. Don't copy the same text as it is. Don't write complete sentences. You better write short form of the sentences. This is very, very important while answering your making notes. And then you have got match the words. Out of match the words, you should think of completing question and answer. Don't forget to write your question, given word, and then answer, and then meaning also you should write. And marking stress also very easy. Don't write the top or the down. Near that letter you mention very clearly the stress mark. So to get 98 is easy nowadays, no doubt, because the students are studying very hard. We hope you are all also doing it. On behalf of our Srimedha institutions, we provide you the best of luck. Thank you very much.